accurate based on what I saw in the first game. I do think Slark can absolutely carry this. He may get off to a rough start because of the Tusk tag team. He has to be careful. Probably going to have to level Pounce here to not take too much damage.
Yeah, getting a bit of a beat down and has skilled the Pounce. He's going to use it, but he's gotten extremely low.
Interesting approach. Interesting approach. He might decide to TP base at some point. No, he's just going to use the headdress from Chen to regen up.
So meanwhile, the Bounty Runes, they have a shot at getting all 4 here.
Taiga getting body blocked by Zitrex. Oh. Not body blocked hard enough.
3 for 4. Not too bad.
Yeah, almost got all 4, as you said. Looks like he's ready to cut the wave on Koikva.
And 19 is going to give him a few auto attacks at least, but can't really prevent this.
Yeah, you have to do this against Razor. I saw somebody not do this, and I was kind of surprised, because why not? As a melee hero, you can't really do anything to Razor. He's not very good at tanking creeps as a ranged hero. So it looks like 19 Teen is committed to dragging it behind his tier 2. The problem I see with this is Koikva is then going to drag it to his wave in front of the tier 1.
By the
so
way,
it doesn't really accomplish anything.
I am not saying that in a team fight. 19 Teen.
Do it.
Couldn't it be 119 if you really want to?
Nah, I'm down for 19 Teen. Definitely sounds way more annoying, so that's probably what he was going for.
You can keep on doing it. But
okay.
I'm boycotting.
I think our synergy so far is not that great.
Rev up the flamethrowers in chat. You know, I don't care. Come at me. It's just too much.
I think it's just the right amount. But hey, to each their own. Perfectly fine. Mid lane, quite a weird one. Quirky one so far. Both heroes basically missing an entire wave. But Koikva does give him this extra. They actually get a 5 out of 8 creeps. Both of them lost the 3 melee creeps. Nice deny.
Look at that, though. The deny is stacking up for our boy Koikva.
And his own range creeps above half, so Koikva can just chill.
Yeah, this is actually about as good as you can hope for as a melee hero versus a Razor.
He missed a pill. Sorry.
No, that's okay. Our side lanes, we'll check them out real quickly. Mickey getting punished by the tag team harass early on here. Does have 4 CS, but look at how much regen he's used. I think he's eaten 4 tangos already.
Yeah, the Chen does alleviate the problem just a bit, but I don't think he really makes the lane better. Oh, he is spamming the Hill Troll Priest. That is 15 health restored per half second, so that's effectively 30 health per second.
Look at this. They're moving in. They get the pounce off on Vank score. He's got 7 Essence Shift stacks.
That thing is chunking out those heals. Look at Mickey.
You know, we've been hearing some hate towards the Chen picks, saying that
it looks pretty ownage right now.
Chen's overrated, not worth, but he looks pretty value for Mickey at the moment.
How do you actually deal with this? Other than killing the creep that has 700 health.
I mean, it literally has infinite mana.
Yeah, it's got the mana regen aura, 2.5. That on top of it, they don't really have any abilities to spam with it, but imagine if Mickey was a hero that could spam spells. That'd be incredibly annoying.
That would be the dream.
He does. Let's see what he elects to go on Slark. Does he take the Dark Pact or go for the second point in Essence Shifts? I'll keep an eye out on it. It looks like he's holding the point. As Koikva actually leading the CS charts despite being razored as a mid hero, or as a melee hero.
Look how it's a verb, getting razored. It is a vibe though, you know.
As long as everyone knows what I mean when I say it, I think it's an acceptable term.
They're working on Mickey here. Where's your Troll Priest at now? Tag team into Swashbuckle, and they beat him down.
Yeah, it's level 2 tag team. That's pretty nutty damage at this stage in the game. He only hits for 59 himself. Pangolier hits for 60, so both heroes get a double damage rune for 5 seconds. It's pretty good.
Nice. Pretty value. Well, he's going to come back. Lane is pushing, so some safer last hits for the moment. And Slark's still at 13 CS, so he's not having the worst lane considering he's got another 6 creeps he could potentially last hit.
The 5-position Batrider is doing pretty well for the Lifestealer up top. He is actually the #1 CSer now. Boxy seems to be having a perfectly fine lane in terms of XP, but he is bottom of the CS in terms of all the cores.
Do you think he should be getting more done here?
I'm not 100% sure what he can do. Earthshaker or Timber, they do pretty much nothing to this Batrider hero. And if that support to support matchup is that bad, it's hard to imagine you're going to get that much farm as Boxy forced to retreat away from that fire-flying Batrider with the 3 sticky napalm stacks on him. Does fissure block, but you can't block somebody who's flying, Taiga.
You can draw fun things on the map, though.
That is
Pure
true.
illusion. That wasn't particularly entertaining, but there's still time.
Yeah, definitely letting us down there.
And that should be his #1 priority after last game.
Put on a show.
Yeah, it went so well for you, buddy. Have some fun.
BZZ is dragging some creeps bottom. Taking some damage, though. Does get salved up. Will he look to proc it on Mickey?
Hill Troll maybe going for a little intercept course as well. Can he score this bounty rune? Shards blocking
nice
Mickey
shards.
away, and Insania
gonna
will
die,
grab
I think.
it.
Oh
and
my
will
God.
instantly die. My God.
Tusk is broken, man. Minus armor from the lucky shot as well. That's 3 minus armor. Chin only has 2 armor, so they're taking more than pure damage. Or Insania specifically is.
Still Mickey farming well, and they did get the bounty rune. So despite the deaths in the lane, he hits level 5 on a
Top.
good pace as Zitrax on the run.
He's getting out leveled by Boxy. He's only level 3 on Lifestealer. Boxy being level 5.
Taiga went mid for a little bit to try and help that lane out, and the result is Boxy getting ahead here. Doesn't want to go down, though. Has to be careful.
No fissure for 3.
Illusion is roasting him. He's got 5 napalm stacks up. Probably not enough for the kill, but we'll force him back. And now Taiga walking into it. He wants to man fight. He's got the full stick, hanging on to it for the moment. Should be okay.
They see him with the ward.
Chain forward, big commitment. No chakram just yet.
Has that Orb of Venom.
Still diving.
No reactive stacks, though, so can't really tank the tower or anything. The Catapult is doing a lot of work, so that's why you look to pressure at this stage with the Timber Saw.
And the bat's very low on mana. No stick charges, only 120, so he can get a Firefly off, but that's it. Won't be stacking the napalm up. As 19 did commit his Eye of the Storm here to farm up some neutrals in the mid lane. Koikfa 34 CS, 12 denies, so still having a really good time in the mid lane. Despite the Razor matchup, and they do end up diving and getting the kill on Illusion. In the end, he stuck around too long, and he gets punished. Now bottom, turning this fight the other way. Mickey with 4 Essence Shift stacks. Not too shabby. And he did take the second point Essence Shift now, so those will last for a decent amount of time.
Yeah, he cares only about trading. Double Wraithband Orb of Venom, no boots. Really just wants to man up on Pango whenever he can. Kind of get those extra hits off, and then whenever they go with the tag team, you disengage and then re-engage after it's over. Is out-leveling the Pangolier. Timbersaw out-leveling the Lifestealer by just a bit now, since he was forced to back off on Boxy while Zitrax was CSing under tower solo. Iron Talon found by somebody.
Man, Koikfa sent 19 all the way back to the base.
Mickey getting gone on. Actually forced to ult. I don't know about forced, actually. They're just going to kill him bottom. As Koikfa TP'd in.
Quick kill. It might be 2. Vangscore getting slowed
Permanent
down. And now the
agility.
extra nuke damage. Great rotation by Koikfa. And nothing was being gained mid because 19 had to walk all the way back to base during that time.
Yeah, and when he's forced to TP like that, it's a really good indicator that the enemy mid laner is going to look to punish that in the other lanes. Really something you can do as a mid laner is you see the opponent TP back in, you know, hey, I have free reign of the map. I'm highest level in the game. No counter gank's going to happen now as Liquid looks to punish that.
Oh, no.
DD
now
rune.
Koikfa with the DD. Even if the rune was top, Taiga would have gotten it because he was there with the fissure. But far worse for this Void Spirit to be able to bottle that up.
Yeah, 2 permanent agility on Slark. Vlad's up on the Pango. First item. Very nice item for offlane Pango. All the sustain you'll ever need, mana and health. Also a nice item for the team, but Lifestealer not a carry that really benefits all that much from that lifesteal, being that he already has innate sustain. Same with Razor. He's okay, but he more so wants to just make sure he's hitting you. Going for what is most likely going to be Yules on 19-teen. #1 net worth is the Lifestealer. Faded Brooch, the dream. Found by...
It has to be the best tier 1 item, right?
Yeah, it is. At least I think so.
Like, often I find myself keeping that like into the mid game just for the move
They
speed.
have so many good Faded Brooch heroes too. Razor,
Vangscore,
Batrider.
bottom lane.
He's in trouble.
Caught out. The pounce through. Mickey off the mark. Goes for the quick TP and it doesn't make it. Zitrax even rotates in, but he's quickly getting punished. This Lark has 13 stacks, and while that was happening, Boxy's finding a kill up top. He kills off Illusion.
How did he kill a Batrider?
Does have the boots now. Yeah, I'm a little surprised by that. Mickey's got the ult. He's going to go in on 19. Koikfa's arriving with that double damage rune he snagged earlier, and it's clean up in aisle 3 as Zitrax on the run. Infest try to run the hell away. BZZ is going to use his ult to come in, but a quick dodge from Quakefo. The creep's hanging around. Quakefo wants to go for that. He gets stunned up. Will secure the retreat in the end. They did commit the Chen Hand of God there as well, but another wand fight for Liquid. A 2K gold lead. Boxy just continuing to pressure this top lane. And they're even looking for more down bottom. They've gone back in.
Oh, the narrow
Citrax
escape.
kept on chasing with BZZ. Mickey's going to make it out. Quakefo still has the DD for a little bit longer. They've really got to be careful, but the double disarm, oh, that's going to help a lot. Unique gets the kill. Outposts are going to click over now, so both teams get one. And Quakefo running, backing off. There is a ward up the hill, but 19 pretty slow. Don't know if he's going to catch him. They need that lucky shot to proc, and it's not. Up to the high ground. Quakefo looks to get away, but BZZ there to cut him off. Oh, nice job with the Aether Remnant. And he's out of there, just barely, but he allowed himself to get slowed down. Oh, he's going to miss this regen rune top. That's unfortunate. Probably could have stepped towards it and grabbed it.
Boxy's chasing Illusion.
Yeah. Meanwhile, this bat is having a miserable time of it. So much for being a good solution to Timbersaw as he nearly goes down. Is kiting him, though. The Rolling Thunder's cooled down. This fight has gone on so long. BZZ around the world as the Pango, but don't know if he gets this kill. Gets that one last stun with the snowball. They secure it. And what was a 2K gold lead, now under 1K. Man, just 5-man Dota from bot lane to top.
Mickey is now going for the defusal.
And they're stealing the stacks here, BSJ.
Oh,
Look
this
at
is big. Especially because it's a 5-position Bat Rider that's going to get a lot of levels from this. Taiga hooking to Soak, but he's only level 5. Does get the... Oh, okay. Gets it.
That's always the worst feeling when you run away from the camp and then the newt item drops.
It's the worst when you TP. You're TPing away to be efficient, and then you're like, crap.
Do I become inefficient and cancel my TP, or do I give them a free neutral? Neither.
So tough question. Another Faded Brooch, equally OP for both sides.
Sania already has a mech.
Yeah, the standard mech rush on Chen. It's really cheap now that Headdress is overall a cheaper item in the chainmail instead of the old buckler.
Their team fight is pretty scary now, I would say. They're going to smoke.
Oh, Jelly for Slark. The Jelly Iron Talon Tier 1 items, that's actually the dream for Slark.
Another DD. Quakefo, man, he's been praying to the frog. And he's being blessed.
Bottom. As we see them diving, Mickey does use his ult. He's just going to TP.
Yeah, and meanwhile, they're converging on the top lane. Illusion, will he go down again? Fissure to start. Follow up from Quakefo with the Aether Remnant. Easy kill, and it'll be a tower, though. Looks like Zitrax wants to trade. Should be able to get this with the armlet toggle. May have to wait for one more wave.
Mess it up. Oh, I just wanted to do that. It'd be much more entertaining for the people at home if he did that.
I don't know if we have the soundboard ready in case that happens, but we should just in case.
Yeah, if that ever does happen and we don't have it ready, I hope we learn our lesson and we'll have it next time.
Yeah, Dakota just needs to never sleep.
True. Sleep is overrated anyway in 2020 as Boxy does TP to the bottom lane, looking to occupy the dangerous part of the map, maybe contest the other strength core that's trying to farm the bottom lane in the Life Stealer. Meanwhile, Slark.
If they can just get like a single stun. Oh, he can just burst him! Boxy just deletes him.
The good old Timbersaw gank onto the Life Stealer. That's exactly why he went there. My bad for saying he was just trying to farm.
Yeah, you know, had the armlet off, and Boxy just comboed everything real quick.
Yeah, strength heroes take a lot of damage from that Whirling Death, removing that strength.
And meanwhile, top, Illusion may go down again here.
I think it's Insania that's in trouble.
Have brought in reinforcements. Quakefo wants to fight this, though. Already used the double damage rune earlier. Insania has the mech, has the Hand of God.
Is he in
Very tanky, but they will work him down with the tag team. And Quakefo says, good luck, brother. I'm out of here. They are going to lasso for this, though, so.
He purged the sticky off himself.
Base created, at least. I feel like we haven't seen Razor this game, by the way. Like, he's farming, but...
Almost has the Yules. And Lifestealer's #1 net worth. I guess we don't have to see the Razor. You know, he's just doing his own thing. He is a hero that scales very hard into the late game if he gets up those right-click items like the Sanj and Yasha, Satanic, BKB, anything. When I say right-click items for Razor, I'm just saying anything that allows you to right-click because the static link alone will do enough.
So has Unique gotten enough done here? You mentioned it's a great Slark game.
I don't know.
Are you worried about that, or do you think there's a good timing here?
I am a bit concerned because I just don't think Lifestealer is a good hero, and the Diffusal Blade is coming out soon, and the game's even. And prior to this, I don't think Liquid really needed to do anything. So the fact that it's even now is favoring Liquid, but by no means do I think Slark just wins the game automatically, kind of like a PL-type hero once he gets there. I think it still has the burst potential from the Tusk plus like the Pangolier and Lifestealer Infest to bring him down at most stages of the game.
All right, BSJ, we'll see how that pans out as Koikfa moves towards the bottom lane. Deso is coming soon, has the gold for one of the Mithril Hammers. Closing in on Insania. They're going to catch him out again with the shards, with the snowball, the tag team combination, and the kill secured. Good work done there, but the rotation from Koikfa tries to cut off the retreat. It does force BZZ to head north, and that's into the waiting arms of Boxy. Now trying to jump away. Gets off the Rolling Thunder. They committed the Echo Slam for this. Not great if he just rocks his way out of there, and he will. He TPs out. He's gone. So they do end up losing the Tusk, though. That's something, at least, for Liquid.
Diffusal Blade dead on Slark. Queuing up the Ags. Not necessarily a huge fan of the Ags myself, but I think it's just been nerfed a few too many times. But it's a very good mobility item, and it'll help him with following up the damage that his Earthshaker, or the stuns that his Earthshaker and Void Spirit will provide. He walked through a ward on Mickey, but he looks pretty intent to chase down Illusion here. Public service announcement, one day these professional Slark players will carry a sentry in their inventory to deward the wards that they walk through. He does purchase one now, but we're looking for, proactive movement, not responsive movement. You know what I mean?
If only we could give you a virtual megaphone and you could just beam your voice into the game.
I swear. That's the one thing I would do it for.
Action in the mid lane. Boxy caught out, being focused, has the stick. He's alive for the moment. Chen, Hand of God available, but doesn't have the mana for it. So just using the mech, they can't kill off Boxy. And back to the jungle. All the while Liquid are farming. Tough to kill off that Timber as Taiga bottom lane does get off his fissure. He's trying to complete the Blink Dagger here. The Rolling Thunder, thinking about it, hanging on to it for the moment. That's good because backup is coming in the form of Boxy, who's going to get chain stun next to the clip, but more backup arriving. The infested Rolling Thunder special getting clipped on the shards, though. Not ideal. He'll dash up to the high ground and retreat.
They're chasing. They're
and
not afraid of this.
Boxy gives chase with the Chakram, but not going all the way. And still 19, just chilling, farming mid. He is finally going to get the tower. The creep's doing the dirty work.
And he used him up, used Koikfa up to make sure he couldn't go for the deny. And map control seems to be going in favor of Team Unique, despite the Slark Diffusal coming out. They're going for BKB on Razor. He's farming well. Top 2 net worths on Unique's side. Void Spirit goes for the physical damage build with the Crystallis. Back into the Ags.
You'd rather see an Ags rush?
No, it's interesting that he's going for a little bit of everything.
Instead of a Deso follow-up or
something.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's bad. I don't know the hero all that well myself in terms of exact item builds. It's just a little bit of everything usually doesn't work that well. But in this case, this hero does, I guess, do a little bit of everything. So I guess he's trying to amp himself up in all the ways he can. Boxy is in the mid lane.
Has his own Yules. And they're going to find Insania again. He's just constantly out in the front lines here with the creep army. He will end up falling. Couldn't get off the ult. Again, might have been short on mana. Don't think it would have saved him anyway. And Liquid scatter and retreat. Rolling Thunder deftly juked by Boxy, but they're going to slow him down now with Zitrax. Do they have any sort of follow-up control? The Yules on 19, but don't know if that's the one you want to go for. They're going to go for Koikfa instead. He quickly tries to disappear with the Dissimulate, gets away, but into the waiting arms of Zitrax, or is it Zitrax into his waiting arms? Who knows, but he's out of there. Everyone will retreat in the end, aside from our poor Chen, who just keeps on dying.
And Earthshaker is farming his Blink bottom. I think that's the main thing going on here that's relevant. Other than Boxy already dying again.
He went back in.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Well, one bold step for Boxy and a giant leap for Team Unique, who will definitely take that kill.
I was wondering which side you were going to go with for that, like a giant leap back to base or giant leap forward.
Could go either way.
Yeah,
that's the beauty of it.
You went with the glass half full approach. Kind of surprised, honestly. Oh, the Yules.
It's early in the game, There's plenty of time to flame later on, BSJ.
True.
Got to pace yourselves, right, so we don't fatigue the viewers.
Taiga honestly dies there just out of laziness. He, instead of walking into the trees to TP. He just TP'd in the middle of the lane and gets uled up by the Razor.
Does have the blink now, so at least spend his gold first. That'll be very nice for the upcoming fight.
If they're smart, they'll realize that he was TPing home after farming for a reason. And Unique should be prepared for this Blink Dagger Earthshaker. This is about the time, somewhere between 15 to 20 that comes out. And
Liquid won an outpost here.
down by 4K, though.
Looks like it's not going to be contested. Yeah, they should get it for free.
The issue I have for Slark in this game is he's going to have to pop his ultimate no matter what, just because they do so much damage on the side of Unique that anybody he hits, unless they're stunned, he can't afford to trade hits with him. With the Desolator on the Lifestealer, you have the tag team from the Tusk, even just the fact that Razor can static link you, and even the Pango disarm. They have so much physical minus armor sustained damage on Unique.
They've seen Zitrax.
He sees that he's under a ward on Slark.
And they are hunting under cover of smoke. Mickey revealing himself. This is going to result in a Unique rotation. And meanwhile, mid lane, Boxy showing himself. There are 3 sitting in reserve, including the Razor. They're going to rotate over. They have the Echo Slam available with the Blink Dagger. He's hanging on to it for now. Didn't need to use it. They get the Batrider kill. Snowball forward. Bank score. He's manning up. He needs to back off, though. This Timbersaw is getting off an insane amount of damage with the nukes. The setup looking for kill number 3. But the turnaround could come now with the Rolling Thunder combined with the Infest. But getting juked, getting jived. Mickey's alive for the moment. He tries to leap out. He's still losing his damage, though. Yeah. They lose the Slark, and the rest of the team has to get out.
I can see why he needs the Ags, because he can't pounce in at all without just dying to everything on the side of Unique. So now that I see it playing out, he really does need the Sags, and I think he needs to take a chill pill before he farms for it. Lifestealer, you know, this hero fell out of meta. He was going Maelstrom Rush a lot, and Zitrax has been going for this heavy physical damage build that may be viable right now in this game because of the fact that the Tusk makes his mid-game damage so much more potent. And as he scales into the late game with these items, it's going to be scary. We see the replay of this engagement. They get a nice burst onto the Batrider. Tusk kind of isolating himself a bit there, feeding a permanent agility to the Slark. But then that overcommitment of the pounce on the BKB Razor. Didn't check his items, I guess. You would not have done that if he did know.
And that was an awkward fight because Taiga was not in position to get a Blink Echo. And by the time he could have, Razor had used BKB. We had a Rolling Thunder Pango. Like, this Blink Echo is a bit difficult to pull off with 3 forms of magic immunity already on Unique.
Oh, he gets bumped to the high ground. Doesn't get the lasso.
Illusion has the lasso. Hangs onto it. It's going to pull him back in. Is anybody going to finish this Void? It looks like they will. They'll get 2, in fact. Unique surging forward, looking to force that game 3. They're up by 7K. They're pulling ahead. BSJ, they might be doing it.
Yeah, I actually think this Tusk hero is broken, man. I don't know. It's so much damage. You have all these heroes like Timbersaw, like just any strength hero that just gets evaporated by the overwhelming amount of damage in the mid game. And they think like, hey, we're not going to be able to be bursted because they're pretty light on stuns, all things considered. Usually, like, you can't rely on just this Batrider lasso. And they just die in a matter of seconds to this overwhelming damage. The Blink Dagger on Pango gives them an extra bit of catch. The Lifestealer with that AC is going to amp up that physical even more, going for the Abyssal Blade after. Once he's infested, that Abyssal Blade is going to be still spell doom for pretty much everyone that gets blinked on by the Pango.
And they have plenty of ways to siege here with the Lifestealer Rage and the Razor with the BKB. Very tanky heroes. Good counter initiation with the Snowball and the Blink Lasso. Or Force Staff Lasso, I guess, in this case. So, you know, they can pretty safely smack buildings. Just have to watch out for the Echo, but if they spread out, they shouldn't get caught.
Yeah, Aegis will be really powerful for them just because the Echo is really the only threat to bursting them when they go for the high ground. So they'll look probably to get a kill here, turn it into an Aegis, and then go high ground with it. Looks like they were considering sneaking Roche, but I think the play is to get a kill first. You have such high kill potential.
Oh, the Chen creeps walking in. The Razor passive did hit one of them. And it's Insania again who tanks this. The ideal target if you're Liquid. But it is a death again on the Chen.
They see Boxy.
And this is the much bigger kill. They're going to find him here. Boxy is going to be able to chain his way out of that through the Yule Scepter.
That does not look like a tanky hero. He has reactive armor plus 20 armor. And that Tusk damage, man, it is actually insane. I think teams are going to start first-round banning this hero. I don't see how you ever tank up through it, and it just seems really
Plus
difficult to play
500 for every volley of auto attacks.
Yeah, it's just insane. Like, it also slows you, so you can't move. Like, it's like a Scotty that also just makes you hit like a truck. And Lifestealer is a carry that makes great use of it with that fast attack speed.
At some point, we'll see BKBs, right? And maybe that's where things can turn around when Mickey gets one.
BKB doesn't stop tag team.
It doesn't? It says it doesn't go through magic.
I actually need to check that.
It says pierce the spell immunity. No. Is that just the slow?
It might be just the slow.
Probably just the slow, I would guess. But that still will help, at least.
Yeah, it does. You still get to punch them, though, which is
I mean, that's
annoying to get locked down.
They're just going to get blown up, it feels like. Like,
yeah.
Chen, you think about him as a hero that can throw out the saves, but he's dead at the start of every fight. Here we go. Push on to mid. Unique. Feeling confident with their Aegis Lifestealer. Yasha now completed on 19. Actually make it a Sanjin Yasha. Even tankier.
Yeah, very natural item buildups for the side of Unique. Spider Legs. Who's he going to give it to? Oh, I'd take it for myself every time.
It's a pretty dream item for Razor.
I'd say it's the Faded Brooch of Tier 3 items for sure.
I feel like that's situational. You know, like there's times where you want that Titan Sliver.
I think every single game
Or
there's
Paladin
one hero
Sword.
that loves Spider Legs. Like, I don't think you never see Spider Legs in the item stash. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I mean. You never. It's like Greater Fairy Fire. Okay, maybe sometimes, but Enchanted Quiver probably gonna get put into the dumpster.
I do, but that's because I'm in the dumpster tier of
That's
Dota.
true.
So DCC is going to start running and then turn around here. They get off the Yule Scepter. A lot of damage being stolen. This Razor has 197 stolen damage. He can go ham. And with the help of the Rolling Thunder, I don't think Boxy makes it out of here. All the heals in the world being thrown out, but a Walrus Punch comes through. The Echo Slam committed. Maybe this is the turnaround. Taiga, he's kept Boxy alive. Can they turn
Now
the fight?
what?
They lose the Shaker for that. Mickey, he's got to pounce off to the high ground. So all of that just to kill off a Tusk. They do pop the Aegis as well, though. Xerax going hard in the paint, working on Mickey, who jumps away. And while that's happening, they end up losing their prized Timbersaw all the way up at the cliff. Did get lassoed there.
Oh, it looks so good, and it just didn't matter.
Well, but now there's no Echo, and it's just time to go high ground. They're going to throw the medallion on this Lifestealer, bring the tower down to half before the glyph comes out.
Now, with that medallion, he has 38 armor.
How do they get him a second time? It's going to be tough. They do have the Aghanims complete now on the Void Spirit, so the silence is there to try and potentially burst him before he can get off a rage, but he's just going to use it preemptively. Finish hammering down this melee.
He has Infest.
And he'll get out. So yeah, now you've got a 3,400 HP Razor running around at 550 move speed. He's feeling pretty buff.
Oh, this feels
and
so
he's
bad
stealing
on
a
Slark.
lot of Mickey's damage. So
Oh my
210. Unique, just a wrecking ball, charging to the bottom lane. Liquid are looking flabbergasted
The value
and totally clueless as to how to turn this fight, how to turn this game. Down 16K, down a second melee. And I think we're going to a game 3.
Yeah,
BSJ.
already preparing for game 3 with the mental damage coming out from these tips. You got to respect the foresight going into the next game to take the whole series from Unique's side. I would say that
Where
the first
did it all
game,
go wrong?
as we see in potential other engagement, Boxy heals up.
There's no Echo Slam for 30 seconds, but they get the kill with the silence from the Ags.
Sign of life.
Koikfa, big play from him. Can they get the Van score kills? Well, he's in no man's land, and now he's in the fountain.
Sorry, says 19 teen.
All right, still still some kills going the other way. A little sloppiness from Unique, leaving the door slightly cracked open, but only slightly.
This game just doesn't really scale for Slark when he gets to this point. That's the problem. Like, you can never tank up enough to not have to ult before Static Link, before the Panga, or before the Tusk hits you. Like, before you get lassoed. It's just a super awkward game now that your team is not enough of a threat that the opponent can't just focus you down.
You will be very disappointed to know, BSJ, that 19 has abandoned his spider legs
No!
for a Grove Bow.
No! Okay, they gave it to Tusk, so like I said, they'll always have it on somebody. The day I will be disappointed is when I see it in that neutral item stash. That's the day.
Put that in the tilting playbook, you know, to just get you to throw a pub.
It's so much movement speed. 28%.
He had 550. Well, he's got the smoke now, so he's at 512, but he was at 460 something. I guess he also had Infest before, too. Still, it's a lot of movement speed. Like you said, Lasso coming through. Taiga's here. He's got the Echo Slam, but I don't think he's going to have any opportunity to use it. Now Boxy on the run. Bank score. He's locked onto this Earthshaker, and they're going to lose him off the start of the fight. Has the buyback, but this is not where you want to be fighting. Boxy tries to stay alive with the Lotus Orb. It ain't going to happen. Well, maybe it will. No, never mind. No, it won't. They get the kill. Roshan still down for a little while, but they can just push in these other lanes and get prepped.
I don't really know what their plan of attack here is on Liquid. It just seems too difficult to get the fight they want. I think they're going to rely on Unique overextending and grouping up just a bit too much for that Echo Slam. But with the Rage from Lifestealer, with the roll from Pango, this built-in magic immunity, seems easier said than done.
This is a really pure utility Pango build, and it's been working out super well this game. Not a single Javelin picked up yet. But he has plenty of damage, you know, with these cores. It's just, and the Tusk is just all about locking the enemy down. It's worked out well. And they'll now go for the tower top. Zitrak's going to clean it up. Moving towards the tier 2. Unique are being quite surgical about this after their 2 deaths in the Radiant base. Just want to secure the objective, secure the map control, and then hopefully either the Megas or the Roche. They're not waiting for the Roche. They are grouping up like they want to go. Let's see.
They can just Rage Siege, I think. Yeah.
And how do you deal with this? That's the question.
So much of the tower. He's going to infest on the way out. Oh, no. He's just going to walk away. Round 2 in 9 seconds.
With the Glyph coming through, yeah, they're going to be going for round 2. Right here.
Trying to farm
right
bottom.
Now.
That doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, 47 armor on this Lifestealer, and now the Lasso coming through. Taiga caught in the backside. No Echo Slam for you, sir. He's going to have to buy back. This is the last lane. Nothing to hold on to if you can't win this fight. Quakefoot in the front lines, doing what he can. Taiga looking for the opening, but again, he's been caught out here. They've seen it with the shards. They're going to be able to interrupt any sort of blink initiation. Vangscore tanks it, and he will drag them to the south side, and doing so gives a little agi away. And now in the trees, Quakefoot has found another. It's the Pango of BZZ. BZZ's going to likely go down 2. No, jumps away. Does manage to heal himself up a little bit with the Essence Ring. It's not enough, and the Roche could be up momentarily.
If that pounce hadn't landed, I think Vanscore might have gotten out there.
Infest here on Illusion, but 3,400 health on a Batrider? Yeah, I don't know about that. And he's packing heat with the Lifestealer inside of him.
Mickey queuing up the Butterfly. Pretty much his only way to reliably kind of survive through the tag team. Punch does have True Strike, but the rest of their heroes do not. And it will make him dish out the damage even faster. He had the Basher queued up, but I don't think disables are your problem. I think you need to rack up as much agility as possible, as quickly as possible. And I don't think armor's the trick. I think they can't be hitting you, and Butterfly seems to be the answer. Does have the Dark Pack damage, attack speed, and strain talents. Pretty standard stuff, but at this stage in the game, down by 21K. Lasso on to Chin. Insania, no.
Again. And Insania is going to go down again. Just a matter of when, not if. Boxy chaining away. Roche is up
also
very
died
soon.
to an Abyssal Zitrax.
And Zitrax is chasing for more here. Is he going to get a follow-up bash on Boxy? Yes, he does, but team not quite there. The shards are coming through. Boxy, Snowball rolling in. They're going deep for this one.
No, Zitrax just doesn't care.
Yeah, they're going to go top. Easy lane of Mega Creeps to be claimed. Unless Liquid can mount the defense of their lives. They have to buy back on the Void Spirit. The Glyph comes out, trying to save at least one core buyback, but the push keeps on coming. They'll have Rage in 8 seconds. And Roche is going to be up whenever this push ends. So whoever wins this fight is getting that Roche. In all likelihood, trying to commit onto Zitrax's Mickey. He's brought him down to maybe 2/3 HP, but that's with his whole ultimate committed. And now he's just dead, deleted from the fight. He'll come back for round 2. They're rolling deep. Unique just doing whatever they want to Team Liquid. Where's that Echo Slam? We're still waiting for Taiga to get it off. He just can't find the opening. Everyone's either BKB'd, infested, rolling thundered, or just out of position all the way in the back. Spider Legs stalling. 19 coming back in. Still waiting for that Shaker. Still waiting for that Echo. He just can't find the opening. And while that's happening, the Megas are complete. They're racing towards the tier 4s. It's a dieback on the Slark. That Echo, I guess, is being saved for game 3. And it's going to be a 1-1 tie.
So do you think they're going to pick Earthshaker again to make use of that investment?
If you start the